Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Comecinho de nós sempre é meio perturbador, né? Olha essa musiquinha, cara, bem na moral. Olha essa música. Defense. Heather, Newton, Lewis, Gus, Don. Olha lá o Don. Michael Don. Gregory, Kay, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Sven, Eddie. Eu queria entender essa. Ok. O Jim. Depois vem a Ed. Depois o Walter. Mas por que? Não pegou. Tá dead. Tô aqui. Dá pra ver aqui tem uns rabiscos. Cara, se eu ficar esperando alguém entrar. Só esperando alguém entrar lá. Porque essa música é muito beautiful. E eu não vou zerar o jogo sem alguém entrar. Mas ninguém vai entrar, então foda-se, bora começar. Eu não quero saber. Ninguém entrar na vida. Quê? Peraí, eu tô jogando agora? Tá, eu tô vendo aqui.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Muito lindo.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Caraca. Até os outros não podiam entrar em metade dos cômodos. Por que será? Nada aqui? Ou simplesmente não sei, mas...
mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Eu deveria ver essas notas? Acho que não, porque não tem mais nada pra interagir aqui.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Não tinha voltado desde o funeral do meu irmão Lewis. Muito forte. Introspeção. Despreparation. Tá. Tem uma coisa filmando. Caraca, que lindo, velho, na moral.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Testamento. Peraí. A guria...
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Meu Deus do céu, velho. Não vai dizer que é meu... defeitos. Desço. Eu continuo. Parece que isso aqui vai me dar alguma coisa secreta. Então eu vou descer por aqui. realmente normal de ver esse caminho. Olha, frog. Não consigo ver o sapo lá.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Tá, vamos voltar e ver o que tem pelo outro lado, que eu tô curioso. Avisando que o jogo é muito calmo, né? Pelo menos até agora já tá muito calmo. É mais pra um storytelling que tu vai andando.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Tá, vamos seguir por aqui. Ah, não era cavalo. Olha lá. Você não vai fazer piada com o Leandro, por favor. A casa por aqui? Né? Consigo me ver? Consigo. Oh.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming.
Do jeito que você agora. Sapinho. Não consigo ver nem o sapo, velho. O bicho bota uns barulhos do sapo, mas não. Vamos ver o que tem por aqui de interessante.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Não dá pra dar um som. Eu gosto desse silêncio. É silencioso, mas ao mesmo tempo não é silencioso. Tá, vamos voltar. Bizarro, mano. Do nada tem isso daqui, tá ligado? Ah, meu Deus. Ah, velho, na moral. Se eu tiver essas árvores, me dá um ânimo e um ao mesmo tempo. Deixa eu ver isso aqui. Esse... Ah, não dá pra ler direito. Frog. Sapinho. E aí não dá pra mexer com tampa. Que tampa! Não precisa continuar, não.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Quando eu era pequeno, ficava
Now,
descalço.
as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Não teria medo dessa casa, já que é a vida real. Será que o Leandro entrou? Imagina o Leandro assim, se o Leandro entrou. Ele tá tipo... Peraí, como assim? Eu entrei ou não? Não entrou. Ele botou o IE no grupo. Que isso? Olha o buraquinho.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Caraca! Ô, mano, eu peguei um easter egg, hein? Easter egg. Volta.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Então. Eu tô com medo, né? Tipo... Porque eu sei que isso não é um jogo de terror. Saber o gênero de jogo entrega muita coisa.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Essa setinha tá apontando pro garro. Uau. Tem tudo a ver com o carro. A primeira vez em anos. Abriu uma porta.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
A memória sempre é bom, né? Mas aqui no caso é nostalgia.
One restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Enjoy. Thank you. Flour, salt, water, yeast. Cosmic Fusion. Que bizarro o nome desse livro, velho.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Como assim? O legal é que eu sou o personagem que tá falando e eu nem sei direito como How the Mafia works nesse jogo.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Que bizarro. Velho, namorar esse jogo é muito lindo. Namorar esse daqui. Nossa, não vou falar nada do que eu falei. Acabei de falar. Isso aqui. Bárbara. Tá.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Bárbara Fink.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Que é isso? Salsicha?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Melhor que... não fala nada. Eu sou muito sentimento.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Alguém entrou na live. Obrigado por presenciar minha gameplay de alta qualidade de um jogo que nem necessita de inteligência. Consegue passar? Não.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Evitei começar a fazer Meu Deus do céu. Ó, pra quem ainda não viu isso aqui é toda a história da família Fink. E a gente é a guria ali no final, Edith. E ela tinha 11 anos, e agora quando ela saiu, e agora ela tem 17.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Olha que beautiful shark.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh. Nossa, 20.000 megas embaixo do mar. Não, nem ferrando que é esse
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Nossa, meu Deus do céu. Caraca.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Do que ela tinha medo.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
O Milton foi o que desapareceu. Tô ficando com medo. Ah.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Olha que beautiful.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Saving the game.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Meu Deus do céu, velho. A gente tá em 1999. Que relógio é esse? Olha que bizarro isso aqui, essas coisas. Ah, diário. Molly Finch. 13 de dezembro.
1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Eu tô conseguindo essa história e, tipo, na real tinha comida melhor, tipo peixe. Será?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Uau, que horrível.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Ah, putz, vou dormir. Será que eu posso dormir agora, não? A gente vai tentar fugir. Não sei. Agora a gente vai mexer com o diário. Eu não tô conseguindo ver muito bem. Simulação 2000. Tá, dá pra ver que a guria é pequena. Ah, esse daí já é probleminha.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Eu acho que isso aqui não é muito bom pra comer. Não vou dizer que vai comer.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Teve um gorjeira na janela.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. Suddenly, it was a cat.
Que plot twist é esse, véi? Pulou. Ai meu Deus do céu, que frame drop foi esse?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Tá. Eu não quero atacar tudo, tá? Só avisando. Não era pra pular. Aqui. Daí agora por ali.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Muito bem. Meu Deus, não dá, né? Caraca, velho. O louco parkour. Hashtag, qual era o nome dela? Era a... Molly parkoureira.
And I almost got her.
Que é isso?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Tá, mas ela consegue
Now I was
voar.
up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Pra quê? Eu não quero fazer isso. Não. Eu não quero fazer isso. Não. Tô triste.
I gobbled her up.
Não!
Suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Que isso, véi? Na moral. Tá, agora não vai me dizer que eu vou me jogar no jogo pra morrer. Rabbits, coelhos, né? Achei. Coelhos. Understand. Nossa, coelhinho. Agora não vai dizer que eu vou atrás dos coelhinhos pra pegar os coelhinhos, né? Não! Até eu pensei que o coelhinho tava meio que enterrado. Por que do nada ela quer comer tudo que ela vê na frente? Essa guria tem um probleminha. Por que os coelhinhos ficam paradinhos ali, ó? Estão fugindo de mim, né? Se fosse vocês iam pra um terreno mais escondido de mim. Não pra um campo aberto. Mas é coelho, né? E aí, brincando com isso aqui. Pera aí, a gente já deu uma volta? Que? Nem percebi. Ou será que a gente não deu uma volta? Olha lá. Coelhinho. Tá, é pra eu ficar seguindo os coelhos? Eu posso fazer isso daqui. Coelho tem pra todo lugar. Tá, e se eu seguir pra cá? Deixa eu ficar seguindo um coelho só. Não funciona. Aconteceu os barra. Que isso, velho? Tô muito viajado. I don't know what to do. Velho, se a gente tiver uma ideia do que eu preciso fazer. Bem na moral. Mas ninguém tá vendo. Porque a vida é triste. Tá, mas que a guria tem coelho? Eu também não sei, só sei que nada. Eu nasci 10 mil anos atrás. E não há nada neste mundo que eu não saiba de mar. Não quero só coisas. Agora eu quero voltar aqui. Farm. Aqui. Eu quero espantar eles daqui. Porque eu quero que fique pra mim. E se eu seguir a estrada? Ah, é pra eu atacar um coelho. Peguei você. Não queria ter feito isso. Que, meu Deus do céu! Ai! Não! Pra quê? Pra quê? Pra quê? Mamãe coelha, não, pra que mamãe? Vou fazer o quê? Tem que pegar, né? Por quê? Porque o jogo é mau. Meu Deus do céu. Tá, agora vai morrer, né? Que isso, meu Deus do céu, velho. Que jogo brisa, velho. Que isso? Que jogo brisa, velho. Isso, vai, agora vai. Foi.
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean.
Eu deveria ter engasgado até agora. Meu Deus do céu. Mais fome do que nunca. Não pode comer alga, não? Tem que comer um peixinho, né? Focas? Pergunta pro Felipe Neto onde é que tem foca. Pra que jogo? Meu Deus, velho, que jogo problemático, meu. Que sozinho agora. Olha lá. Jogo problemático, meu, na moral. Não, uma cobra agora, não, nem vem.
Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
Monstro agora. Pra que, velho? Jogo doentio, velho. Na moral. Isso é uma cobra ou isso daqui é um tentáculo?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Pra que isso, velho? Eu queria.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Que isso, cara? Na moral, velho.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ficando velho, tá, de boa. Não quero que envolva comer mais nada. Nem ninguém, por favor. Ah, meu Deus do céu, o que eu tô fazendo?
Closer and closer.
Cada vez mais perto. Daí chegou no quarto dela e agora vai comer ela mesma.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was peeing. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Que isso, velho? Meu Deus, jogo doentio. Meu Deus do céu, velho.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Meu Deus do céu, velho.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Top. Molly.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
É, tipo, o quarto dela é uma parte dela. Ponto. Ai. Que isso? A coruja. Muito estranho, muito estranho. Tá, por lá que eu entrei. E eu não posso voltar. Se eu tentar... Não vou virar um gatinho agora, né? Nem vem. Não vem que vem.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
É, esse passado não é muito...
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Da Bisa e Eri. Tá, então vamos pensar assim, toda vez... Oh, sim!
A new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Aí começa assim, costurava meu par de luvas para mim. Ah, tá.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
Cara, é uma bisa, né?
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Odin, velho, Odin.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Tá, então, depois daquilo, a filha, Ed, com o marido Sven, e o bebê era Molly. Tá, Ed com Sven. Tá. Daí tiveram uma filha que era Molly. Odin é o primeiro a ser enterrado no novo cemitério da família.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Tá. Há 500 anos que esse Finch já foi.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ó, louco, velho. Tô gostando. Mysteries of the Winter. Thereafter. Death and Thereafter. Sven Ed, que era o casal que teve filho, que era a filha que era Molly. Ó, a foto deles, Sven e Ed. Understanding. Tô começando a entender.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Quando a Ed contava as pessoas que não poderia mais dizer. Dragon kills Finch. Destroy exchange. Meu Deus do céu, os bichos morrem bizarramente.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Não, amor, pô. A mãe parece mais nova, nem vem. Tais mal, hein?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Edie wanna go. 72 anos mesmo.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Tá, agora eu entendo porque tá tudo raso. Mas tipo, eu fiquei tipo, excuse me.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Rainier National Park. Opa! There's a secret in the bathroom. Meu Deus do céu, velho.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Tá.
It's hidden in this book.
Excuse me. Que? Calvin Finch, born April 25, 1958, died 1950. That's 15, 22, 1961. Que o Calvin só teve 11 anos. Peraí, deixa eu ver isso aqui. Quem é o Calvin? Ah, aquele ali. Ele tem a Bárbara e a Molly. Por que a Molly ela tá lá? Não faz sentido, mano. Peraí. A Ed viveu até 2010. Tá, então a gente já tá em 2000 alguma coisa.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Laptop. Eu vi alguma coisa? Sim, eu tô ouvindo uma porta ranger. Tá, esse é um segredo. Beef. Tá, na real. Não dá aquele. Só não dá aquele load infinito. Por favor, hein? Falou. Agora eu quero ver mais um load infinito. Couple translation of heaven. Heaven tem E antes do A. Meu Deus do céu. Erro de inglês. Parece que é o Greg. Mas o Greg nem vai saber o que é Heaven. Melhor que o Greg. Ei. Não. Faz Calvin. Captured. Captured. Tô falando certo? Acho que não, mas tá ok. Ok, circular more photographers. Que? Essa é a foto. CR foto. Que é isso? Foto o quê? Fotossíntese aquilo, né? Mas isso aqui é o que é o... esqueci do Toy Story. Vocês vão me matar, velho. Como esqueci, isso aí é o... É o Bob Ross.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Esse aqui. Você tinha um gêmeo. E eu nunca falava dele. Putz, isso aqui tá atrasado. Explore o universo, yay!
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom
Acho
did.
que não vou negociar. Esse daqui é o Corey. Mais uma historinha.
How I Want to Remember My Brother, by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was
Não
it.
tinha mais foto. July, não faça isso.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Coming! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Decidiu tentar.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Agora.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Ó, deu certo.
The day he made up his mind to go. And he did.
Ó, Deb. Por favor. Legal.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Só que não morreu, né?
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Forte Sam. Nossa. Forte Calvin e o Sam.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Se alistou, meu Deus. Que isso? Ah, que top. Calma aí. Eu vou puxar isso aqui. Que? Não, tá zoando. Beautiful. Excuse me.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Bellies. Não vou por ali. Bárbara.
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Construiu a casa original. Oh, baguinha. Se forem me dizer pra eu voltar, eu não consigo voltar. Agora eu quero entrar no quarto da Bárbara, quero nem saber.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Justamente. Ué, pelo que eu tô vendo aqui, Ué. Nada mais, nada menos que um artista mirim. Barb Street. Véi. Grateful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Here's old Jack
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Zerar? Rick hadn't returned, so Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Não. Que? Controle. Tá.
She wound the key.
Vou
For Rick, but the house was silent.
Estamos ansiosos. Ok. Eu tô controlando isso aqui, só usando, tá?
She found Rick's crutch and
Oh,
imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Que? Meu Deus do céu, jogo doentio. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Tô pistola.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Capitão ficou em silêncio. Ah, meu Deus do céu.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Ah, velho. Meu Deus do céu, que história de ação, velho. Uau, estou muito emocionado. Como é que eu subo? Ah, tá por aqui.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Tá falando sozinho, guria? Que nem isso.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
You were wonderful. The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Pesado!
told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Caraca, mano. Na moral, que bizarro. Olha, ela morreu aos 16 mesmo. 44,60. Happy birthday. Caramba, que bizarro, moleque. Meu Deus do céu, mano.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
É, ué. Ó, Zu, quer que eu vá pra cá?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Make sense. Será que eu subo? Não, vou descer.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Achamos o porão. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Tá zoando. Nem ferrando. Não. Nada mais. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Jogo incrível, moleque. Meu Deus do céu. Ó, o Júlio me pedindo fazer umas coisas. Calma aí, bora responder, galera. Não tem coisa. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Bora ver isso aqui. Ok. Ninguém, né? Como sempre. Será que eu vou pro porão? Não, velho. Eu sou muito cagão. Velho, pra cima eu tô ligado que tem fim. Nossa!
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it. Mom must have locked the third-floor stairs on the night we left.
Eu decidi subir e o jogo disse que trancaram. Eu tô pistola. Bora descendo. Olhando a escada, porque a escada é beautiful, que nem o jogo. Não vamos por lá, porque eu vim de lá, né? Que isso? Meu Deus do céu. Porão. Embora. Cara, não sei como é que... foi aqui.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Olha. Tá verdade. Sven morreu por causa
I saw Edie
disso.
sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Muito estranho.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Como é que... Tá tudo escuro, velho.
remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Onde Walter tinha ido.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Isso é verdade.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Cara, mas vocês não viram? Meu Deus! Tava ali 1900 e alguma coisa, daí agora tava 2005. Não passou uma semana.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Talvez eu... Como é que eu vou ter que dar uma paradinha rapidão? Eu vou daqui a pouco. 2 minutos. Voltei. Oi. Ah, velho, será que eu amo isso aqui? Não abri, pronto. Que isso? Nem tinha visto. Que beautiful. Beautiful. Pena que não é uma visão mesmo, é só uma foto. O que vai descer? É this.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Que isso que ela fez? Nunca nem vi.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Também acho.
And the history you're a part of.
Não dá pra entrar aqui, eu pensei que dava. É estranho. Ah, véi, na moral. Véi, essa história é muito boa. Se eu entrar na água e nadar, tem um limite? Não, eu posso na água? Não.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Não tô perdido, eu consigo
People in
entender.
these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Cara, que coisa doente é essa, velho? Precisa ser de uma coisa muito bizarra, tá? Bem, na moral, muito bizarro. Eu tô ligado que isso daqui não tá nem perto de acabar. Ou talvez sim. Ah, cara.
And when you look at
Você
the
fica muito
house,
quieto.
That history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Se ficar muito quieto é porque eu tô ouvindo um negócio. Entendeu? Entenderam? O português tá complicado.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Ah,
What kind of family
cara.
finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Não tenho medo da
It's
morte.
embarrassing for me to admit this, but
Eu tenho medo das
the
pessoas
pet
que vão ficar
cemetery made me more
sentindo
uncomfortable than the human one.
falta de mim.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Eu não tenho medo de morrer. Eu tenho medo de ficar
Sven
no
built the
hospital
house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
por meses sofrendo. Ou de ficar das pessoas que me amam, tá ligado? Ficarem sofrendo por causa da minha morte. Entendeu? Principalmente minha família. Isso que eu tenho medo. Friends. Fizeram uma
I'm sure
estrela.
Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
A expressão que eles conseguiram botar no rosto é muito impressionante. Meu Deus, imagina um wallpaper disso daqui. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Meu Deus do céu. Eu tenho que tirar essa captura de tela. Calma aí. Vai. Salvar uma captura de tela aqui. Bem na moral. Salvei, captura de tela. Foi mal aí por parar um pouquinho. Meu Deus do céu, qualquer...
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Opa.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Não dá pra dar uma escreva. As outras coisas.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Cara, essa história é muito triste. Eu vou chorar, meu irmão.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Não queria que ninguém sofresse pela morte de seus
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Que? Que? Então a nossa personagem tá grávida. Tipo, do nada. Os caras chegam assim, ah não. Tá, grávida. É isso mesmo. Pregnant. Meu Deus do céu. Isso não é uma coisa que se faz
I never
grávida.
met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Peraí. Teria que ter pelo menos 18 anos. Não, peraí. A guria tá grávida de 22 semanas e não tem 18 anos. Calma. Que é isso? O que é isso? Me explica.
They were both pretty intense.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are going to last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Ah,
Still want to
velho.
take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always going to be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was going to be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Let me get behind you.
Beautiful.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Thank you. Great shot, Dawn.
Não.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Não.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Nossa, velho. Ah.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Não, eu não andei pra ir. Não, quero voltar. Tem coisa pra ver.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Uhum. Às vezes dá pra pensar que a pior coisa na vida é viver. Porque a única certeza é que todo mundo que te vê vai morrer alguma hora. Não importa quando, pode ser em qualquer momento. De vez em quando eu tiro umas coisas profundas, tá ligado? Meio bizarro. Ou não.
After
Várias
Sam
pessoas
died,
pensam nisso.
my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregório! Gregório! Meu Deus! Divórcio! Não.
Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw. It sure made him happy.
Vai deve ter uma música clássica aleatória, tá ligado? Calma aí.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. on. I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About
Meu
everything.
Deus, velho, deve ser a mente do Greg. Imagina o Greg assim.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Tom.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Meu Deus do céu, isso aqui é um filme muito bem feito, já sei disso.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet... A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Ó, vai carregar agora. Ó.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
learned.
pronounce you husband and wife. Make him cry.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid. That nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you. She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Bizarro. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Dom! Gregory, Gus e Dom. E o Dom? Eu queria saber a história do Dom. Ué, queria saber a história do Dom. Quiet time. Dude, it's Dawn's sweep trash. Get some off here. Greg be a baby right here. Jumping jacks. Ave meu Deus do céu. Opa.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
A dor é a mãe dela.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Oh.
Louis was born a year later.
Me signo aí, eu sou muito engraçado. Ai, meu Deus do céu.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Legal. Beijo. Então.
And to see kids in the house again.
Olha que beautiful. Eu disse não beautiful.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Por quê? Caraca. History. Reino, estilo, classe, ordem, família, gênero, espécie, variedade. Ainda tem variedade. Aqui a gente não aprendeu. E aí?
Beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Isso foi aniversário de 10 anos, né? Ele deu um castelo pra ele. Mustache, Mr. Mustache. Milton.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
E não foi pintura mal feita, hein? Vou dizer que não foi pintura mal feita. Tudo beautiful. Hola.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Ah. Tem gente que diz que sabe desenhar na sala, hein? Mas olha só. Just look at see a das Nikonya.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Não acaba as folhas, né? Milton,
I was
yay.
full when Milton disappeared.
Ah, véi, só falta o Lewis e a Dawn. Yay! Olha que beautiful. Nem parece um castelo medieval, não, nem um pouco. Ah, meu Deus do céu, né,
Mom
cara?
spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Eu não tinha visto isso, cara! Eu não tinha visto isso! Meu Deus, que lindo, véi! Lindo, beautiful, beautiful!
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Calma aí. Eu tenho que fazer coisa aqui, senão vocês não conseguem mais me ouvir. Ai, calma aí. Não era bem isso que eu queria fazer. Calma aí. Calma aí. Ai, ninguém me lembrou. Não, mano. É triste. Ninguém quer ver minha live. Eu jogando jogo de qualidade. Sempre tem alguém ganhando uma live de Fortnite. Mas eu entendo, os caras preferem o ação.
Spent more and more time in his room until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room, except Lewis.
Ah, Lewis é bem viajadão. Vocês vão ver. Quase certeza. Bicho é viajado das ideias. Quer ver?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Dá frente. Nossa, que louco.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it.
You can describe it.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Hope. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
Beautiful.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Dá pra ver.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. His chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Isso aqui é Mario,
They
né,
begged him
velho?
to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Dystopia.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for...
Ela tava viajando que nem Lewis, velho. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Que lutas são essas, velho? Na moral, mano.
He followed the sound of her...
De uma...
silver harp.
Muito mais beautiful, na verdade.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Que isso, mano? Olha, tudo começou com... labirinto, velho.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Tá, agora a gente tá na fábrica de novo. Tem muito
Began to
sangue.
forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Caraca, velho.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
E ver que eles legendaram tudo pra português, né? Daí fica mais fácil pra... né?
Bend down his head.
decapitado.
The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Velho. Mas ainda fala ele e é Dom. Ah, cara, na moral, bandas. Meu Deus.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Nem parece um controle do SNES misturado com o do PlayStation. Não, nem um pouco. Wonderland. Não tem nada escrito ali, tá? Voltamos, porque eu tenho um probleminha. E eu tinha que ir pra cá. Opa. Ui.
On the way back from Louis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Pra contar a Edie.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Viagem pra Paris. Véi. Oh God, you have called me your servants to ventures of that you can professor. Oh, is a surrounded good courage, not knowing where we go. But only that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us. Fraud, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. No. Bye.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that
Novo joguinho aqui. Esse aqui é o jogo da PlayStation Plus novo. Oh, esse jogo é outro filme, cara. Oh,
the whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Oh, agora sim.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night.
Adeus.
And all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
No.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
Meu Deus do
I
céu.
think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Please.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Tá, por quê?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
E aí, como é que tá a vida? É muita viagem.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Bicho.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Ah! No!
The last Finch left alive. Until until I found out about you.
I'm
still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Olá, eu. Oh, meu. $100. Just a heck. Burning my heart. Chris Bell. Oh, acabou esse programa. Beleza. Jefferson. And then create service Ela é controle bizarro. Forma feia. Lewis Finch. Mary Finch. Tente. Quê? Eu não achei a Dawn nem a Iri. Epa, calma aí. Epa, calma aí. Tá, fechar a live. Falou. Como é que eu vou fechar a live, né? Aqui, falou todo mundo que acompanhou até agora. Alguém vai ver isso daqui a pouco. Falou.